This is Politics for Laura. How are you? I have an interesting one for you today. I got this article from Colombia from the newspaper called El Tiempo. And this article, it really caught my eye for several different reasons. Well, there was this colonel by the name Oscar Davila, and he self-deleted, came out of the blue. Now, the attorney general had them really investigate this situation because it was out of the blue. Now, me, I know nothing about the military besides I didn't go. Okay. I'm just not that military person. I'll be in a corner hiding, crying someplace, but however, they did a forensics and they used what was it, 5 different prongs. And I thought it was very interesting how they did it. So he self-deleted with a weapon that fires a shot. Now, I got to be very careful how I say things because YT is very sensitive about things that you say. So I have to be very careful. So first they looked at the weapon that was used that contact his head. So he had a head injury. The weapon that was used in his self-deletion was a pistol. Now they looked at his head and where it entered. Me, having no investigative experience at all, I'm sitting there thinking, well, most guys, if they were to do this and they were made the final decision to self-delete, they want to make sure that they do it. And maybe up here, down here, over here, I'm just thinking of all these different scenarios. And I'm thinking, I don't know. But let's just keep it there because they thoroughly investigated it. Then they go to the traces of the gunpowder found on the hands and cranial area. And they were saying that they found traces of the gunpowder found on the skull. This was the smoking, I guess. The prosecutor office also detailed gunpowder was also found on his hands. So the first prong, I'm thinking, okay, they found it on his hands, so more to it. Then they looked at the use stain on the hands and his clothing. So they also checked his clothing, looking for things that was consistent with self-deletion. And they're still trying to keep an open mind. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. So they thoroughly went through this because this is one of their own. The fourth prong, they ruled out that there was evidence of no physical fight. None of that. Now, the fourth prong was, and this is where I have to be careful. He was taking anxiety medication. And they made it clear that there was, they did not believe that had anything to do with it, the medication. So what he was taking was alprazolam, which is a benzodiazepine, and it was for his anxiety disorder. Now, the sixth, here's a very, very interesting part. Now, the officer, in addition to this, in addition to the technical and the scientific evidence, the prosecutor's office brought up the account that Davila's driver made about these events. The deputy prosecutor, Martha Mancera, said on June 9th at 6 p.m., the colonel's truck, which was not in his driveway, not driving, but his driver parked on a public highway near his house at the time. The colonel asked his driver to go buy him a soda. Goes buy him a soda, he comes back, and then he finds him gone, self-deleted. So, okay, at that moment, according to the driver, told the prosecutor's office that he got out of the car to go shopping for a minute and came back. Now, he said that he left at 6:16 p.m. He goes into the store and he comes back at 6:18 p.m. 2 minutes. And when he came back, he self-deleted. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know if had something to do with his state of mind, or when the driver went to the store, did someone come in and walk away? I don't know. But I find it very interesting. Now, they ruled it a self-deletion. I get it, and I understand why. But something about the driver in those 2 minutes. What do you think? Please put something down in the comment section. I'll leave both articles in Spanish and in English. And please like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help me get there. And on that note, thank you for stopping by.